Okay guys, we're going to focus on some solo drills today. Now, this is something you can do at home. We're going to actually focus on the posture for the knee slice. There's a heap of videos on YouTube and stuff like that. We're going to just connect all these movements and make a sequence that you can do at home that really replicates a lot of the movements that you're going to do when you're actually passing the knee slice. So the first one, we're just going to get down into that posture. If you can, we're going to squat all the way down here like this without using our hands. We get that outside leg up and we're putting our weight, all right, our hips over our heel, and we're nice and balanced here with our shoulders as well. And then we're just going to figure out both sides. Now, if you need help with this, it's totally okay to put your hands on the floor, all right? You can stand up and change if that's more comfortable. All right, and the next sequence we're going to start to add, all right, is just changing sides. So all we're going to do from here, instead of standing up and changing, we're actually going to stay super low. Again, if you need to use your hands at any time you do, you can. Otherwise, we're just going to start getting into this posture, all right, nice and balanced here like this. Keep your chest kind of high a little bit. Don't lean over too much, otherwise you're going to fall over. Nice and balanced. Again, if you need to use your hands, all right, keep your balance all the time. You can push on someone when you're training. It's the same type of thing, all right? So just keep changing, all right, and getting comfortable here. Your legs are going to get tired. So again, if you need to use your hands to take the weight off just to stay, all right, a bit more comfortable, that's okay. Now, the next sequence we add is just dropping our knee down to the floor. So all I'm going to do from here, again, if you need to use your hands, you can, but if not, we just go very slowly. And we're trying not to let our knee slam on the mat. Okay, nice and controlled. If you need to use your hands, you can. When you get to here, you lower your knee down slowly, all right, and you can lift it back up without your hands if you're more comfortable with that, or if you have enough power in your legs. Otherwise, use your hands down to here, imagining like we're about to knee slice and our knees pinning to the floor past their hip, all right? And then we're just gonna keep building and adding more stuff. So the next sequence is just a slight movement here, okay, where I'm going to walk my hands, all right, all the way around. So different mobility exercise when we come back into this movement. All right, we can walk our hands around like this, back into this position, and then we're here like this, walking around. We're just going to keep connecting movements in this posture. All right, we can add this now, coming back up, here, knee on the floor, coming back up. Whoa, watch your balance, use your hands if you need to, and then again, adding the next step. And the next thing we're going to add after this is a long step type movement. So all we're going to do from here, again, just like we're in the knee slice, all right, the side that our leg's up, imagining we're grabbing the head or the collar, we're just going to put our elbow down to the floor, all right, like we're grabbing the head, like a cross face. And now I'm going to throw this leg back. It's super important, all right, when I do this movement, I don't lean back, okay? Because again, if this was a real situation, the person would come onto the top. So we're here like this in our knee slice position, or in this side, we grab the head. Again, you can use your arms to balance yourself. And now I'm going to drop this side down to the floor, but I keep my head nice and in front of my body here. I'm not leaning back. Boom. All right. And now all we're going to do is pull our bottom leg through, like a technical stand up, and then we're back into the same posture. On the mat, come back, on the mat, circle squat. So 1, 2. We're here like this, back again, changing, on the mat. All right, now again, the long step. So remember, the side that our legs stretched, hug the head, back step, slide our leg out, and we're back into this position. All right, now we're gonna add another option here. I wanna focus on a headstand movement. Now, this is something that occurs a lot when you either are long stepping or you're trying to pass in, the person pushes you away to this side. So we're forced, because they disconnect our body from our underhook or whatever control we have, and they're able to start to move away from us. So instead of staying on the same side of their body, all right, we're gonna have to hop to the opposite side. So all we're gonna add here, okay, is again, from the same thing, what I'm gonna do instead is post my hands on the floor. Imagine I had an underhook or something like that, and I was gonna knee slice here. I post my head on the floor. It's important that we make a tripod, all right, with our hands and our head. All right, if I put my head here, I'm gonna roll over, and that's not what I want. I want to balance here. So the more we make a triangle with our hands and our head, the easier it is to balance. And now all I'm gonna do is hop my legs over to the opposite side. Now always, all right, we're gonna hop, okay, to the side that our knees down on the mat, like we were knee slicing, knees on the mat, head on the floor, and now we're gonna hop to that side. So all I'm gonna do is bring my leg a little closer. We're always going to stretch this leg first. So from here, okay, all right, I get into this position. Once I'm in this position, I just hop that leg over first, and then I make the same posture. All right, the knee slicing, boom. All right, hands on the mat, head on the floor. Remember, always to the bent leg side first. Step. Now we're back into our knee slice. Circle squat. Here again, boom, boom, boom. And then we go through our movements. We just keep going through the motions. Knee on the floor, up, step. Knee slice again, knee on the floor, hands, head, step. Back into our knee slice. And now we're gonna add one last one that's a little trickier. This is like the person grabbing our neck for a choke. And what we're gonna focus on is like a wrestler's bridge. So we're actually gonna hop over our body. Now again, if you're not comfortable with this movement, I'm not gonna try it too much yet. All right, or we can have a slightly different variation where we just roll and come back onto the top. So similar to the headstand, all we're gonna do this time, all right, is once we get into the knee slice and our head was on the wrong side, they grab our neck or something like that, we're gonna focus on like a wrestler's bridge. So we post our hands in our head. This time we're gonna flip all the way over to our feet on the mat. So we're here like this, knee on the floor, hands in head, tripod. Once we're ready with the tripod, all right, or again, if that's too difficult, you can bring your head a little closer because remember, we are gonna force the roll on purpose. We're here like this, all right? Now, instead of jumping to the same side as the knee, all right, I'm gonna bring my legs together and I'm gonna hop straight over my head, feet on the mat. Now, the moment I land here, all I'm gonna do is walk all the way back around. And now I'm back into the same posture. Knee on the mat, all right? Hands, head. Remember, we step this leg nice and tight. Here, we walk around, we get back into our knee slice, add our circle squat, all right, or all our other movements, and we just keep linking the techniques. And this is something that you can start to make into a sequence.